The 5 Ds of narcissism: deny, dismiss, devalue, destroy, and divorce. Today we're going to discuss this relationship disease that you or someone you know may be dealing with. Please share and pay close attention.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck, and today, yes, I want to talk about a real sensitive, personal topic, and it's about dealing with a narcissistic person, or in love, or even married to a narcissist person. Before I start this video off, I want y'all to put y'all comments on the bottom of this video. Please share with y'all, share with the community and everybody else who watch these videos all around the world, your experiences with people like this. Also, I'm gonna say this, man, before I start this video: don't beat yourself up if you fell in love with a narcissist. You didn't know. A lot of people show up as their representative, and you will never know a person until you move in with them. So do not beat yourself up, man. It is what it is. I'm sorry you had to go through what you went through or going through, but we're gonna get into some of the traits of a narcissistic person. And I'm gonna say this: if you've been with this person long enough to where you at the point of no return, you've been with them long enough, you done fell in love with them, you done fell in love with the people around them, you know what I'm saying, and you just caught up in this web of emotions and walls that's put up and just confusion. If you at that point right now, buckle up, because you in for a ride, my friend. You in for a ride. Let's get into these traits. One of the first traits that'll let you know you're dealing with a narcissistic person, right? Accountability. They will not take accountability at all. And some of the telltale signs will be this: they can see all the wrong in what you do, but they can never see it in what they do, even if it's the exact same situation. Because remember, NPD means narcissist personality disorder. This is about their personality. This is about them. It's not about us. They don't give up the I for the us. So everything is how they see it. And if you do not align with what they see in their exaggerated mind of how the world is, you're an outcast. So when you come to them about accountability, they will not take accountability. You would be shocked of how many people, and I mean this with all due respect, how many people that's grown in age but are mature in person, not personality, but they're immature when it comes to dealing with real life situations, or just consciously having common sense about a lot of things. They're very mature. They stop growing at a certain age mentally. So when you approach them with accountability, they're gonna not take accountability for that. Another thing is this: any type of pushback, any type of criticism, any type of, you're trying to show them something different, they don't like that. Remember, this is about them, not you, not us, them. So anytime you approach them with some type of criticism of something they can do better, or something that could change, and something, they don't like that shit. They run from that shit. And this is why when they get around people that don't align or don't agree with what they say, they run. They automatically dismiss them people. They don't want to be around them people. They don't want to fuck with them people, because them people do not align with what they think. And this is when they're so closed in. Nothing can get in and nothing can get out. It's just all about them. If you are like this, and I'm going to say this in this video, identify and get some help. Because if you with somebody and the person can't help you better you, all you're going to do is fuck it up for both of y'all. That's all you're gonna do. But these are some traits you need to look for, man. Any type of pushback, any type of, you're trying to show them something, bro. They hate that shit, and they hate people. And we talking about conversation. It could be regular conversation where they talking about something. And if they don't align, and like if the people around them don't align with what they saying, they automatically don't like you. It has nothing to do with you. These are narcissistic people. So remember that, okay? Yo, one more thing I wanted to add to this video. If you're dealing with a narcissist, just know this: a narcissist, they will gaslight your ass. I mean, gaslight your ass to the bank. If you're dealing with somebody like that, please look out for that. They also love entitlement, meaning they love favorable treatment. And if they don't get the treatment that they want, they tend to get angry and they tend not to like your ass. And another thing, they love admiration. What is that? They love to be praised and validated, and they love to be around people who just align with what they think. Pay attention to these traits, okay? And if you're dealing with somebody like this here, I just gave you the game. Now let's get back to this damn video. Another thing, these people don't have empathy for no one. No feelings for no one but themselves. You see what I'm saying? This is another telltale sign that you're dealing with a narcissistic person. You see what I'm saying? Everything is about them. And I'm gonna give you another example of some shit. A narcissistic person, no matter what you do, you can catch them doing something wrong, right? You can catch them cheating. And then somehow what they'll do is they'll take every little thing that you do, even though it doesn't equate to you cheating. You didn't cut the grass, or you didn't do this. And when you add all this shit up, it doesn't equate to what they've done to you. But somehow in their mind, now you remember, you're dealing with a narcissist. Everything is about them and how they create this reality around them. And you just got to deal with them, the way that they think, because it's all about them. What they would do is they would take all these little things. You didn't cut the grass, you didn't cut that, you didn't do this, you didn't wash the car, and make it and equate it to them cheating, and they'll flip that motherfucker. They will flip that motherfucker. That's how you really know you're dealing with a narcissist. Even though you caught them cheating, or even though they stole money, or even though they did something that was so outlandish, they would take, I don't care if it's 1,000 little small micro things you've done, they'll equate that shit to what they did and they'll flip it. Because it's all in their mind. This is a real disorder, okay? These are people that's trapped in their own world, and you just got to deal with it. But that's another telltale sign that you're dealing with a narcissistic person, okay? And again, I really do feel sorry for people that's got their feelings caught up in this with this person, for people who've really in this relationship with people who have just, man, I don't even know, I don't even have the words for what you may be going through. But for those who are going through that, man, hold on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And another thing you probably want to do is, a lot of narcissistic person, they love control. You know what I'm saying? They love control, and they will use silence. They will use silence to make you overthink, to make you feel like, you know, they don't give a fuck. They will use silence on your ass. This is another narcissistic trait that they will use on you. And another thing about a narcissistic person, a lot of them are promiscuous because they have to have that validation. They need validation from the internet. They need validation from everyone around. They need validation, and they will get it from anywhere. Even though if it's short-lived or short-term, whatever, they will go anywhere and get this validation. They need it. So a lot of them be promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, this is a real issue dealing with people in relationships, and just dealing with people like that in general, from the workspace to relationships, friendships, family, it doesn't matter. These are some real screwed up people, and if you don't identify this shit, they're gonna pull you right down with them. And like I tell you all the time, the only way a person can hold you down if they stay down with you. So you have to release them. Learn to release them. You know what I'm saying? Cut it all off. You know what I mean? Go, you know, cut it off, because emotionally, you would be surprised at how many grown ass people do not have emotional intelligence, communication skills, understanding, and trying to be in a full-fledged relationship. It don't work like that. One of the main things we need to learn in school is how to communicate, how to deal with issues, how to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't about being combative. Everything ain't about listen to respond. Because that's the biggest thing in relationships. So you can ask pretty much any relationship coach or counselor, whatever. A lot of times, marriages fail because of uncommunicated expectations. And this is one thing a narcissist don't want to take accountability for. That's why I say this shit is a real problem. Okay, and I'm just scratching the surface. I may do a second video. We're gonna get more in depth in it. But uncommunicated expectations mean you expect me to do something or to know something without communicating that to me. As a grown ass person, who can't comprehend that? If I told you that, if you said, hey, you know, I thought you supposed to did this or you should have done that or whatever the case, whatever. Oh, my bad. I ain't know. You know, my fault. But you expected me to know this shit, right? You didn't communicate it with me. Uncommunicated expectations. This will drive you to the poorhouse. I don't know what y'all know about marriages, but do you know how much it costs to get a divorce? It ain't always just sign a piece of paper and go on your way. I know people right now have been fighting divorces 4 years, 7 years. Uncommunicated expectations, bro. And a lot of this shit, bro, in the black community mainly, bro, we wasn't taught a lot of this stuff, bro. But when you really sit down and you really dissect basic communication skills, dealing with a narcissistic person, just these simple basic things, we don't know it. All we do is argue, combative, go against. As a woman, you should never want a man that can't teach you something. And a lot of women may have a man that can teach them shit, but you can't say I want a man and won't allow a man to be a man. And it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. When you got a good woman that's understanding and know how to talk and know when to talk and know how to let a man lead and all, it goes both ways. But this narcissistic shit, this is one of the biggest issues we have in the black community and just in the world in general, bro. Narcissistic people, man. Some of them are very confident and but beneath all that shit, all of it really boils down to a lack of insecurity. Putting on the front, building this world around them that governs the way they personally feel about things and not being able to allow other people's feelings to be acknowledged. It's really what it is. And then you get sucked into their world. And some people been dealing with this shit 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 3 years, dealing with a person that's just incapable of being in a relationship because of these narcissistic ways, or just lack of education when it comes to communication. You know what I'm saying? People that's in marriages 40, 30 years, you don't see no TV shows about them. We don't know what got them to them 30, 40 years. All we see is broken ass relationships. This is why the powers that be are going to continue to pay for these shows on TV that's going to promote narcissistic ass people, people that don't know how to communicate, people that don't know how to do nothing together. This shit is by design. And these motherfuckers become the people we look up to. They take the dumbest and the most ignorantest person in these cultures and put them on a platform so that the world can normalize this type of activity. That shit is crazy. But this is how Hollywood, and this is how networks, and this is how social media, and because you don't see a person that's been together 34 years on no platform. That's like a movie that has no conflict. That's a boring ass movie. But that's what we want. We want to live in a world where we can get along, be happy, see our children play, compete, you know what I'm saying? Smile. Fuck no. This is the devil's playground. So these things, they're going to continue to push on us in ways we don't understand, which is through entertainment, education, and all other pillars. And it affects us in a way where we can't get along and we don't know why or how, or none of this shit. They can teach you how to be a narcissist without you even knowing. Because once shit becomes normalized, right? You're trapped in a reality that you can't even get out of, that you don't even know exists. But as a narcissistic person, man, I just want to say, man, if you went through something like this, put your information on the bottom of this in the comments. share your stories of dealing with a person. I'm gonna do a more extensive video of this. Please believe I am. I promise y'all I am. Just want to scratch the surface. But put your comments on the bottom of this. Share with us, please share with us your stories so that we can learn from dealing with people like this, and so that people who have these same traits can learn that there's people that you're affecting like this and don't even know it. And we here to help everybody, bro. Because the last thing, when I say this, I'm gonna let y'all go. The last thing I want to happen is to see any of y'all, my people, y'all who I truly fuck with and love, bro, show up for y'all damn near every day. I would hate for one of y'all to go through something like this in your life, bro. Especially marry someone like this or have a child from someone like this. You don't understand what you in for. When you mix emotions, feelings, and time with a narcissist, that shit go from physical to a emotional and spiritual demonic experience. And as the world turns and as the world is being governed by these same people that's going to promote narcissistic behavior, it's only gonna get worse. Because once a person got it in their mind, it's like wrapping you up. You was a nutshell. You was a nut now. You don't know the difference. When you wrap into this reality of a narcissistic person and the belief that what you're doing is solid, and you don't know that you hurting people by your personal gains and your personal feelings and how you personally feel, and how if a person on the line with what you think is fuck them, you don't give them a chance to be heard, so you can't learn. You just stuck on being a narcissist. You don't understand how you hurting people. Been there. Bitch can't tell me nothing about that. You hear me? Fucking with a narcissistic person, you can't tell me shit. Why I'd rather stick my you know what in a blender before I go through something like that again. And boy, that's on cheese and crackers, boy. That's on Jesus sandals. Before I deal with a narcissistic person again at that level, I'm gonna say that. Because sometimes it's good to go through that if you could pull back, and now you can really point this out in people early on. But like I say, when you involve time and you don't fell in love with this person, your emotions is wrapped up in the people around them, you love them and they love you, and now it's like, damn, do I keep going and see if this person gonna change? Or do I say fuck it? That's a decision you gonna have to make. And 9 times out of 10, when people have gotten that far with being a narcissist, with little to no consequences, it creates another reality within that reality that what they're doing is satisfying them and they're not going to stop. That's like a drug. They're not going to stop. What I would say to you is this: cut it off. Start looking for your exit plan. Because I know, like, sometimes people can't just up and just, leave. You got y'all paying bills together, or y'all got things together. Look for your exit strategy. Because I promise you, bro, it's going to get worse before it get better. 9 times out of 10. Unless Jesus himself step down and say, listen, change it up. Listen, man, I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all learned from this. If y'all got any kind of value from this, put your comments on the bottom, hit the like. They help the algorithm. Please share this video, man. You know what I'm saying? And please put your comments on the bottom of this video, man. Please share your experiences, same as I have. And then, like I say, if you're a person that had these traits, it's okay. Get help. First, you must identify the problem first. You must identify the problem first. Because like I say, everything starts with the person in the mirror. You can't change people, you can only change yourself. And that reflection will change the people. So with that being said, I love y'all. And like I tell you all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Y'all be blessed, and I will get with y'all on the next video. Peace.